Thanks, Tiffany. I'm on set now with Commissioner JoAnn Birrell. Commissioner, congratulations. One, we haven't seen you on the show since the election. How's it feel to win?
Great, great. And I'm just grateful that I didn't have to worry about a runoff and no opposition in the fall. So I'm in for another 4 years, and I appreciate my supporters and all the votes and support that I got, and I'll be your commissioner for another 4 years.
That's super. Now, give us some insight. You can hopefully remember back when you first got elected to office, having never served, and now you having served 3.5 years and getting elected. What's the difference? What's your approach going to be, and how much wiser are you now because of that process?
Well, it's definitely been an experience. The last 4 years have been pretty tough. We've got a lot accomplished, and I have a lot of new growth in my district, and I feel better poised now to carry forward a lot of the things that I started or initiated my first year in my first term in office, moving those forward, and some new goals as well.
Let's talk a little bit about that growth. The economy's begun to turn around, and we're starting to see that in more places in the community. What kind of projects are you seeing in your section of the county?
Well, since I took office in 2011, we have had over 30 new subdivisions, wow, brand new subdivisions, either that have come through zoning or new developments since 2011.
Now, when you say 30 new subdivisions, that might scare some of our viewers that live in that area. What do you have to look at as a commissioner to make sure that what you're bringing in has the desired impact on the community?
Well, we get a lot of input from the community. We have HOA groups that are very active and participate in our zonings and give us good feedback and make sure everything's, appropriate for the zoning category and land use. But I look at the land use first, and to make sure everything's compatible. I work very closely with John Peterson, our zoning director, and his staff, Rob Hozak with community development, and the neighborhood groups and the businesses and surrounding neighbors, and the other commissioners too.
Well, it's interesting when you talk about the community involvement in like a neighborhood or subdivision, because we saw the same model with Canton Road. Canton Road's really come a long way and had a lot of civic involvement. What's the status of that project now?
Well, Canton Road, after all the road improvements were done with the 2005 SPLOST, staff identified 38 sites for redevelopment throughout the county, and 13 were on Canton Road. Mm-hmm. So I have a redevelopment committee that is in the process of becoming a nonprofit foundation that is working with the businesses to attract businesses to come to Canton Road. And so far, since the 13 sites that were identified on Canton Road 2 years ago as in need of repair or were vacant, we now have 6 of the 13 remaining.
Excellent. Wow, that's impressive.
So we've come a long way.
Oh, that's outstanding. Now, speaking of things coming to Cobb, we're fixing to have something we've never had before, college football. Are you involved in that, and what's happening there?
Yes, it's very exciting up around KSU these days. They do have football coming in the fall of 2015. They're in a lot of community meetings and input from the surrounding residential and businesses around the Chastain area and Busby area where the football stadium will be. So the athletic director up there has formed a football committee that I serve on, as well as Commissioner Gorham, and we meet on a regular basis. They have an upcoming open house and are inviting all the neighbors in the area or anybody interested to learn more about how football is going to impact them and their neighborhoods. And it's August 21st up at campus at the locker rooms. Okay. So be sure and read my newsletter every week for more information as to time and place.
I tell you, now I live up near the college, and that college has grown. It's been a wonderful, very positive economic impact in the area that I live in. We've got great restaurants and things to do, and I think football
Right.
is going to be a pretty neat thing to have. Traffic will hopefully be a bit of a challenge at some point. That means you got a lot of alumni coming back up to the college. And that reminds me, too, one of the things you came into office with pushing was growing business in Cobb County. You had an initiative, Keep It in Cobb. Are you guys still doing that, and what's the next steps?
We are. We actually had a booth at the Summer Jam that the Chamber and the Business Associations put on last week. We're very active. You know, I still have my Keep It in Cobb committee. And with Keep It in Cobb, the committee and our purchasing department, we are also still conducting the How to Do Business with Cobb seminars. And we have one coming up downstairs in our, or upstairs, in our BOC room, August 20th.
Okay.
And we're partnering with the school systems this year on the 3 that we're conducting.
Okay, well, that'll be a good thing to come to. Now, you and your assistant, Inger Eberhardt, do a superior job with your newsletter every Friday. And, of course, my staff works to help put that together. But you guys really go to great lengths to root out information about things happening in the community and put them together. Is that still the best place to get information about what's happening in the district?
It is. And thanks to you and your staff, we now do those weekly. As you recall, they kind of started out as weekly updates on DOT projects going on in the area in each district. And from that, we developed a full-blown newsletter to make citizens aware of all the events going on, not just road projects and DOT updates, but events and seminars and everything that we offer. So I'd like to thank you and your staff, and everybody knows that calls my office or emails me. They know how valuable Inger is, and I couldn't do without Inger.
That's the truth, absolutely. Well, if somebody wants to sign up for your newsletter, they can just go to cobbcounty.org, go to your page for Commissioner Birrell, and there's a little spot there they can stick their email address in. Anything we left out?
I think that's about all.
Okay, well, once again, congratulations on the second term. We look forward to working with you, and thanks for taking time to be with us on TV 23.
Thank you, Robert, and thanks to your staff and all of our county staff that are so valuable to us.
Thanks, Commissioner.
Thanks.
Back to you, Tiffany.